when we look at all the travel updates, and as we have been doing for the last, this is our 10th episode, by the way. Welcome to the show, Tanvi.
Thank you so much, Umesh ji. Thank you everyone for such an overwhelming response again. Really glad to see you all once again. It's a 10th episode, which is amazing. And thank you for listening to us on Australian Indian Radios, for sending us all the questions. We'll try to cover most of it today as well. So before we proceed, I would like to inform here that all the information provided here today in all the episodes, they are general information only. For all the information provided is in good faith. However, we make no representation of any other companies. For all up-to-date information, please check the relevant website because rules may change anytime.
Yes, the rules may change anytime, as we know. We had to make lots of arrangements because, there were people coming over from Sydney, and in the last minute, something happened. So that's why it is very important to make sure that you keep up to date, keep talking to your agent and get an update on the situation as they happen, because all the states and the territories might change the rules according to the advice they get from the health departments from those states. So it is very important that be mindful and keep all those in. So Tanvi, moving on, once again, thank you very much. And as we know, this segment is brought to you by Oz India Travel, and of course Tanvi has been providing us those updates for the last 10 weeks. So what's the update at this point in time?
Umesh, before we go ahead, I would really like to thank everyone for such an overwhelming response in our last startup from Brisbane on 21st of December. I was right there at the port, and I can't tell you, Umesh, I was there in the morning, and I met every single passenger and their family. And you won't believe that, there were parents who were literally hugging you so much. And there were so many uncle, auntie jo aapko aage aashirwad de literally sir pe. And it was really, even I was feeling and missing my parents so much. I just called them straight away. So it was so overwhelming. And thank you so much, everyone, for trusting us for that. And I would say the most touching moment for me was the mother, who was going with the 20 years old guys. And the boy was going for the kidney transplant. It was not easy for us to, organize all the documents as well. Because as you probably know that right now, because of COVID, only Indian citizens or people of Indian origin can only go. And this boy was not from India, and he was from Nepal. But happily, thanks to all the communities out there in Brisbane, all the multicultural community, especially Indian Nepalese community, for supporting him with all the treatments. And thank you to Indian High Commission, Canberra, for very quick response, to Archana ji from Indian Consulate, and Simply Human, Prerna, for supporting Sham and us throughout the process, so we could, help him. And happily, guys, I'm very happy to tell you all that, you all have given us this opportunity that we can support the good cause. And luckily or happily, we could support Sham and got him 1,300 off. That means around one ticket free, which is really good. And so thank you very much once again. I met Sham at the airport as well, which you can see. So I would say, guys, please stay tuned for our next starter as well. I'll be talking about that in a moment. But it was really amazing experience to see you all on 21st December at airport.
So guys, I got Sham with me and Auntie Ji. They are going to India. Sham is going for kidney transplant as well. And thank you, Brisbane, for helping for all the fundraisings. And happily, we could secure him 50% off as well for both of them to go back. And we wish Sham all the best for all that. So how was your experience, Sham, throughout?
It's a nice experience having a ticket book with us, India Travel Agent. And Tanvi ma'am was really nice to me and helping a lot to me during that ticket booking and other thing as well regarding like Indian embassy and everything. So I would really like to thank her for booking my ticket, and thank you so much for doing so.
And that's a
Amazing.
very, very good outcome, for the community. And it's great to see that everyone work together. Archana ji and Prerna Power, of course, she is very passionate about all this kind of things. And it is good that she does that. And everyone who worked behind the scenes to make that happen, I think it is amazing. People talk about many things, but here it is actually something that's been done. And you talked about
I
the
just
flight
wanna
on
mention
21st.
one more thing, Yeah, I just want to mention one more thing here, Macy, and thank you to our charter partner, Gaura Travel, as well, for being with us and allowing us and helping us. And everyone else, there were a lot of passengers also who were boarding the same plane. They assisted us, they helped us throughout the process. So thank you very much to those guys as well.
And thank you very much. So, having said that, you were there at the airport and, we'll talk about the experience. But right now, ladies and gentlemen, let's have a quick look at some of the action from the airport itself.
So guys, I got Ramya with me here. Let's ask Ramya, how was your experience?
Yes, it was like I was very much worried making my parents to travel back to India, and they want to go actually in this COVID situation. Tanvi really helped me a lot in finding the flights, especially finding the domestic flights and providing all the assistance, and definitely having more patience whenever I asked so many questions. Thank you so much, Tanvi. We didn't feel the pressure, We took a lot of support from you, creating a WhatsApp group, and it's been so easy to get everything ready. Thanks, Tanvi.
Thank you so much, Ramya.
So there you go. She was very happy with that. And of course, you kept your communications all open. So, she was very, very happy. Well, let's look at the next passenger there as well. And of course, we know that, people come and travel from all different regions of India.
So guys, I got Satinder Pal Taji with us, and let's ask Taji, कैसा experience है Taji आपका? हिंदी, पंजाबी, इंग्लिश जो चाहे उसमें बोल सकते हो।
ਪੰਜਾਬੀ ਚ ਬੋਲਾਂਗੇ ਪੰਜਾਬੀਆਂ ਦੇ ਇਟ ਵਾਸ ਰੀਲੀ ਗੁੱਡ ਬਹੁਤ ਵਧੀਆ ਰਿਹਾ ਸਾਰਾ ਫਰੋਮ ਸਟਾਰਟਿੰਗ ਸਟਾਰਟ ਤੋਂ ਲੈ ਕੇ ਐਂਡ ਤੱਕ ਮੰਨ ਲਓ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਗਾਈਡ ਕੀਤਾ ਹਰ ਸਟੈਪ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਚਲੋ ਆਈ ਹੈਵ ਐਕਸਪੀਰੀਅੰਸ ਐਸ ਵੈਲ ਬਟ ਸਟਿਲ ਬਿਕੋਜ਼ ਇਟ ਸਮਥਿੰਗ ਨਿਊ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਆਪਾਂ ਕਦੀ ਆਈ ਹੈਵਨ ਟੇਕਨ ਅ ਦਿਸ ਬਿਫੋਰ ਸੋ ਇਸ ਕਰਕੇ ਬੜਾ ਵਧੀਆ ਐਕਸਪੀਰੀਅੰਸ ਯੂ ਆਰ ਵੈਰੀ ਸਪੋਰਟਿਵ ਇਵਨ ਐਟ ਦ ਲਾਈਕ ਮਿਡਨਾਈਟ ਯੂ ਆਰ ਲਾਈਕ ਆਨਸਰਿੰਗ ਮੈਸੇजेस ਐਂਡ ਸਟਫ ਫॉर ਪੀਪਲ ਸੋ that was really good. So keep it up.
Thank you so much, Taji. Thank you.
So another very happy customer there. So what was the experience like?
It was really amazing, as I mentioned, Umesh ji. I met even, like you just showed Satinder Palpaji. I spoke to him so many times in last whole month, and even he called me midnight as well. I said, okay, Paji, don't worry, because his family was worried. And when I met him, his Nana ji, he just literally, hugged me and said thank you. So it was really a very heart-touching moment at airport, Umesh ji.
Now that's wonderful to see that, and of course you can see from his expressions and his speech as well that he was very, very happy. So right now, moving on, what are our options that we have from Brisbane now? Because as you mentioned before that some of the rules are changing and things. So if someone is planning something from Brisbane, what options would they have?
So from Brisbane, I would say, Umesh ji, Brisbane is being so lucky this time because last week, 3-4 days ago, Emirates has launched amazing flights. So we have been talking from last 9 episodes where I said Emirates is going with very long halt up to 22 hours halt. But guess what? This time they have launched flight directly from Brisbane just with 4 hours halt. So, and that flight starting from 1st of January and the fare start from $1,300. So for Delhi, basically this option is there, but we can definitely give people connections to other cities like we do for charter. But those who still want to go to different cities with the Emirates, you still have option. However, your halt is a bit longer. But yes, you have option, so you don't have to wait for charter as well. And if you want to go with charter, I have another announcement. So we have next charter on 29th of January, same charter like the one you just saw, guys. So that's Malindo Airlines charter. And we have the price is really very, very low. It's $1,099 to start with. And that includes 15 clothes. And we have 30 clothes option, 40 clothes. And if you want to go for business class, that option is also there in Malindo. That's for $999. If you don't want to go in charter, don't want to wait that much, we have other options for you as well. So like I always mention, doesn't matter which city you are in now, I can always connect you from any city in Australia to any city in India. So if you want to go anytime in between and want to go via, I would say Melbourne this time, we are not recommending Sydney at this stage just because the outbreak there. So I would say if you want to go via Melbourne, and I'll be telling you there is one flight via Perth as well. So if you want to go via these flights, we are happy to connect you any other date as well. So yeah, that's a out from Brisbane.
Oh, that's good news that they have some options, quite a few options for them. That is wonderful news, as no one knows when the normal flights will begin. So we know the charter flights and some of these special flights that you're talking about is very good. So I mean, if you're from Sydney, as we know with the outbreak and everything right now being a bit challenging, what options do they have from Sydney?
So from Sydney, there are quite a few charters available, Meji. So first is 7th Jan, that's Sydney to Delhi. Then we have 15 January for people who are going south side. So that's to Bangalore. We have 16 January, 23rd, 30th. In fact, we got another flight launched recently, that 25th of February as well, Sydney to Bangalore. So there are quite a few options available. If you guys want Vande Bharat mission flights, Sydney to Delhi, they are still available as well for a few more weeks. So yeah, quite a few options from Sydney at this stage, Umesh.
Okay, so with Sydney, you have some options there as well, and we can't ever forget the lucky Melbourne. So what are the options now from Melbourne right now?
Okay, so guys, from Melbourne, Umesh, we have Singapore Airlines as well with quite a few options. Earlier, it was all basically from, one second, sorry, just sit there. From Melbourne, it's Singapore Airlines. I got few dates. So 29 is the still have few seats left. Then we have 8th January. I got 15th January going to Bangalore. I got 22nd January, 5th Feb, 19th Feb, and they have some flights, Sri Lankan Airlines flight as well. So 9th January, 23rd, 29th. So I would say, lucky Melbourne, you have 2 to 3 flights every week, and now you have options to select between Sri Lankan Airlines and Singapore Airlines. So yeah, they are plenty of flights for you.
Oh, that's amazing that they have quite a few options there to choose from, and you can see those options here on the screen if you've just missed that. Well, right now we can't forget Perth, so the other side of Australia, of course. So what's happening from there at this point in time?
Okay, before we move ahead, I would like to mention that now we have a direct flight from Perth as well, which is amazing. And that flight is on 21st of January, guys. And the fare of that can start from $1,490. So now, Perth, guys, I generally bring you to Sydney or Melbourne or Brisbane. But this time, if you want to go, I can connect you to any city in India. And you can go with a direct flight. That's a Garuda Indonesia Airlines flight on 21st of January. And also I want to mention about Adelaide, guys. There is no direct flight at this stage, but yeah, we are happy to connect you from Brisbane or Melbourne or other places. So there are quite a few options for you. Now, moving ahead with the updates, Mainstream. So since we all know that the second this outbreak again happening and the borders restrictions and things are in place. So there is a very, very important update, guys, for you all, especially those who are in Sydney and planning your holiday. I understand, guys, it's really a bit uncertain and, maybe some little bit heartbreaking for people as well who have planned their holidays, and seems everything was going smooth, but all of a sudden this thing happened. But once again, we can never be sure what's happening. So, guys, as per the Jetstar update, those flights who are going, I'm going to explain to you and tell you the dates as well. So if you're going to certain places, they have suspended some flights up till at least 8th of January. So flights between Sydney to Avalon is suspended from 24th of December till 8th January. Then Sydney and Perth, then Sydney to Uluru, to Darwin, Hamilton, Townsville, Sunshine Coast, and Gold Coast as well. So there are quite a few places where you might see that if you have booked any flights or something, then you must have got email already. If not, and you have made any plan, I would highly recommend you to please call Jetstar or your booking agent so they can give you some alternate options if they're available, or they can rearrange everything for you. That was a flight cancellation notice for you all. After that, there is a update from British Airways as well. So British Airways has cut more than 15 long-haul routes to the pandemic, indicating so they especially for Sydney up till October 2021 so far. They said if the situation improves, then they might resume the flights, but make sure if you are planning to take British Airways, or if you have booked recently any of the flights up till October 2021, then make sure you reschedule your flight or see what needs to be done. And also they have mentioned that not only Sydney, they are no longer flying next year to Abu Dhabi, Bangkok, Kuala Lumpur and Seoul. So there are a few more places as well. So please keep that in mind. Not only British Airways, there are some other airlines, those who have started flying and people have started booking. So please always check your emails and check wherever you booked, so you have up-to-date knowledge. You can always request for the refund, or you can request for the voucher. It also varies airlines to airlines, so please make sure to check all that. Now, another update is from Singapore, and that's for our business travelers. So since we know, there are so many people who travel often to Singapore. So it's a good news. At least, we have some good news, which I would say. So Singapore government has announced a new initiative, which will allow a limited number of business officials, high economic value travelers to enter the country for short term up to 14 days. So that was a new update recently coming. So it may change depending on how situation going. But yes, they have introduced this. And if you are a business passenger, you can always try and see if you are eligible to go, and we'll go from there. Another good news, I would say, guys, I think let's discuss good news more because there's already a lot of news happening around. And let's see the brighter side of the story. So that gives us a bit more enthusiasm to go forward. Now, the next one is the Canberra to Sydney seaplane trials. You probably haven't heard that before. If not, let me share with you. So the National Capital Authority is currently trialing the prospect of linking regular seaplane flights between Sydney to Canberra. It is still unsure that how it's going to be and who can fly. But yes, there is something like that is happening. And the consultation process will commence after 2 successful flights, which saw planes splash down in Lake Burley-Griffith. So, yeah, they are trying some seaplanes around that area. And you might hear some more news. I will be definitely, checking that and come back to you about that. Now, there was another thing I wanted to share with you is about the flight. So, and the flight is from Singapore Airlines. So I was just chatting with airlines, and they said they might resume maybe after March. So it's unclear, because why I'm talking more about Singapore Airlines, because I know majority of you love Singapore Airlines. So guys, if you are booking online, please check that before. But so far looks like they might start after March to 2021. But please keep updated about that. Amazing.
Wow, that's a lot, and quite interesting to see that the seaplanes would be starting. Wow, that's an amazing update. Well, now you've got Perth covered, and we've got major cities of Australia covered, and you've covered all the new updates that's happening as well. But never forget that we still have people who want to come from India to Australia. What's the situation there?
Amazing situation is still same, so everyone who wants to come, you have to register with DFAT, or Department of Foreign Affairs and Trade. If you register with them, you will get an update about the upcoming flights and what's basically happening. And I would, and there are some flights coming, as I heard, maybe a couple of more flights, Air India and Qantas coming in next few weeks. However, there is no certain dates being declared so far. But please keep checking that, and you can update yourself on Australian Stuck in India Facebook page. I would highly recommend you to do that. And also, share your views and check what other experiences people sharing that. So right now, the time is basically to prepare yourself whenever anything becomes available, so you can come back, and you can like our page as well, because we do share whatever, new updates from India. But yeah, once again, we cannot really book anything from India. So you have to just wait for the flight to come through. And guys, I would like to mention one thing once again, which I generally do, which is please think about it. If you are coming from different cities, every week or every other day, I'm getting calls from people that they are taking different routes and they are taking different agents and are forcing people to book it. So please be very careful what you're booking. Sooner or later you will be here, but if you get stuck, it would be really a big problem for you. So yeah, that's the update from India at this stage, Umeshi.
I think it is very important that the people be prepared, and make sure that you are always ready as well. Because if you just get a notification that yes, there's a flight going, that would not be the time to try and run around and get things together. Be prepared beforehand. So as you have said, that tip. Are there other tips? What should people look out for? So what are the tips for people wishing to travel at this point in time?
Umesh, the very first tip I would give for the luggage, like you saw, I was at the airport just a couple of days ago on 21st, and the biggest thing which I saw was the luggage. So guys, I know some passengers who were sitting behind, who was in the front line and, it was 30 kilos allowed and he brought 40 kilos and he was just kind of juggling everywhere, could not take it out. And I saw passengers who were trying to, ask everyone else to take the luggage. So guys, please make sure you have exact luggage, because that looked like the biggest problem on airport last time. And also, please, if you have locked your baggage, make sure you know the code of that luggage. And if you are putting the key, like if you are putting the lock, then make sure you have 2 spare keys, because I saw at least 2 passengers there who put the locks in every single bag. So they were a family of 4 people traveling. They had 8 bags lying there and they forgot the key of all 8 bags. So you want to believe that it was so much hassle. I in fact pushed one of the person who came with them, जो उनके साथ में आया था, भाई please आप घर जाके चाबी लेकर आओ, you have some time with you, and so that you can open it. Because guys, it's very, very important, because officials may ask you anytime to open your luggage as well. If they, if they're explaining and they find anything, they'll say open it. Even when you are checking as well, they always can ask you. So please make sure whatever lock you're putting in your bag, you have the key with you and you have a spare key as well. You give to one responsible person. I know everyone is responsible, but sometimes you are just in so much hurry and that end up being a big problem later on. So that is another tip which I would like to give you guys. And other thing was, guys, about I want to tell about the documents. So recently, even I have experienced that myself, that you must have noticed before, I always emphasize more on document side of it, because sometimes, even I tell passengers, please recheck it. And I got one instance where passenger said, because you were asking, so many times we feel panic. So guys, you might feel little panic before if your agent or someone asks you to check it. Even I saw one passenger whose brother was asking, Mummy, you got everything? And Mummy got panic. But guess what? Later on, he found that Mummy actually forgot OCI and he gave it to Mummy. So guys, please make sure you have all the documents. And if we or any travel agent ask you to recheck it, that whether it's right, whether it's valid, please do that. It's very, very important. And other than that, make sure you have all the advisory, you have checked everything, you have checked all your tickets. Whatever you have requested about the meals or wheelchairs, just make sure all that correct. And everything else is the same, what we discussed last time.
Okay, can't believe that someone would forget the keys of the bags, especially in this day and time, because of high security and everything like that. It would be very suspicious and you could be held, you could probably risk losing that flight, missing the flight, because someone, the authorities might want to check the bag. That could delay the process and you might even miss the flight. So, things like that. And it is very important that, you discuss all these points in detail. So, which is, of importance to all the people who are listening out there. So, Tanvi, once again, thank you so much for being on the show. And of course, bringing all these updates to us. And Also, I'd like to once again thank you for what you do for the community as well, as we now in the case of Siam, getting everyone together, being part of that as well. It's not just talking the talk, but it's walking the walk as well. That is very important. There are many people who just talk about many things, but here you are, doing that. And there are often people don't hear about these things. That there is so much good that also happens out in the community. Always there's bad things that people rant on about. So, just before I let you go, is there anything else you'd like to say in conclusion?
Yeah, that's what I want to tell guys. Thank you so much for overwhelming response. Like Umeji said, you can contact us anytime. Doesn't matter you have booked with us or not. We are there. You can see all our contact numbers as well. Our hotline is 040-440-3264. You can go on our Facebook page, write us message there, or you can go on our website, and which is www.ausindiatravel.com.au. You can request a call back from there as well. And guys, please don't forget to watch our last episodes and this one. This is our 10th episode. And please share this video and give a thumbs up and share with your friends, and tell us how was this information session and what you want to hear next time. Is there any particular place you want to ask us to talk about, or is there any question you have in mind? We are always happy to answer any of your questions as well. So thank you very much for listening to us once again, Australian Wind Radio. We'll come back to you once again next week with our 11th episode. And I hope you all are safe and sound, and we'll see you again. So happy journey and Jai Hind.
Thank you very much. Jai Hind.
Jai Hind.